Hello there and welcome back to the channel. So here with another Boom Beach video. As you can see, I'm on my max level account and today is Saturday, November 4th. And we have Dr. T Tropical Island in the archipelago. And just for the sake of fun, I took all 7 stages of Dr. T Tropical Island using only Bullit. If you don't know, as of right now, my Bullit is at max level 4. I was using energy drink, and I was explicitly using his ability to actually take damage, regenerate his health, but also most importantly, increase his fire rate when he takes damage. If you don't know about this, Bullit has a secret ability or a secret hero perk in which the more damage he takes, the faster he can fire. So essentially, you can make him fire anywhere between 21% or up to 60% faster. If you don't know anything about that, check the links on the description. Check the links on the upper right corner, and you will get more information. I made a couple of videos about that. Without any further ado, let's take a look. So all 7 stages taken in the first attempt. In terms of damage, plus 43% of damage, 49% plus of health, and 157% plus of GBE. So the first few stages are pretty darn easy. I'm just gonna do it 4x. I could have taken it out with GBE, but essentially just targeting what can damage my guy and just go for the core. You know, I was trying to damage him, but because of his hero perk, in which he does the damage mitigation, my artillery, my barrage, were not doing more than 1,200 damage. I'm not completely sure, so let's go ahead and check that out for a second. Where is the base? Here we go. So his hero perk, it's 1,300 damage. Anything that exceeds 1,300 damage in a shot is going to get maxed out at 1,300. It's not going to do any more damage than that. But then with the hero perk, he's able to increase his speed 225%. He regenerates 45% of his health, and it lasts for 6 seconds. But it also, fires faster, moves faster. So that being said, let's go ahead and keep going in stage number 2. Again, nothing out of the ordinary. Pretty simple. I just went and destroyed actually everything on the map. Oh, not too much, not too loud. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So just destroying the defenses, because if I did that, the HP of the core actually goes down. So 70% of the health of the core is based on the buildings around you. So if you can destroy them, you are getting 70% for free damage to the core. So stage number 2 down. Let's take a look at stage number 3. Again, it doesn't get that hard until you get to the upper stages. Stage 6 and 7, yeah, they require a little bit more thinking. As you can see, I'm not using any of my GBE. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and do it times 2. Now, I think if I am not mistaken, the way it works is whenever the health of the guy is less than 75%, he fires 20% faster, 21% faster. When it's when it's somewhere around 50%. It actually fires 50%, 40% faster. And then when he has less than 10% of his health or something like that, then he fires 60% faster. So again, if you're interested in that, check the links on the description and on the upper right corner. You'll find videos where I describe that pretty clearly. So stage number 3, again, goes down, no real problem. The energy drink, remember, you can use it to regenerate your health. You have to time it. In the most general of senses, you want to have your hero, Bullit, take damage. You want to have him at least 50% or less of health, because that way he can put out a lot of damage. Now think about this. He does about 2,000 damage per shot. So he's on par with one Suka. So if you can increase that to 2, to 1.5 Sukas or maybe 2 Sukas, that will be, a lot better. 50% increase means that he's doing twice the damage of the Suka. So here we go. I'm going for the shock launcher first. And now you can see he's taking a lot of damage because those machine guns do not do more than 1300 damage per shot. So he's taking the entire damage. But that is good. That's what I want. I wanted to get damage because then he fires faster. So I want you to hear, see if we can see how faster he's firing. Oh, so he regenerated, I regenerated himself. But hear him out. He just increased the fire rate. And I just again, I hit again the energy drink, so he replenishes himself. But again, I do have the video, so I made it very, very clear. I did some experiments, I timed it out, and you're able to clearly see that he does fire faster. So that was what, stage number 4? Yeah, stage number 4. Let's take a look at stage number 5. So here, sniper towers are one of the most dangerous things for him because they don't do enough damage to mitigate. Sniper towers and machine guns. So what I'm doing is I think I end up destroying, if I'm not mistaken, I think I ended up destroying these 2 sniper towers. But I may be mistaken. Maybe what I just did was to, yeah, I did end up barraging them. There we go. So his rate of fire is increasing. You can see him firing a lot faster. You know, and that's the point where I want to have him. I want to have him at least at 50% health. Obviously, when you do the energy drink, he's not gonna replenish more than 50% because it only replenishes 45. And then after this, I just let him fire. And pretty soon he should be able to start firing faster. Kind of feel bad having you watch this, but there we go. He's firing a lot faster now. You can hear it on the tempo. And then I just activate the energy drink, and then you're going to be able to hear again. He slowed down his tempo, therefore he's firing a little bit slower. But at the end of the day, you know, HQ will go down. Perfect. So now, if you are planning using him, you have to take into consideration that his damage rate is limited. You know, he's doing 2,000 damage per second, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look again at that. I should have looked at that before. So he's putting out 1,300 plus 5. You know, so he's putting about 2,000 damage per second with my boost. When he's firing 60% faster, so 1.6 times 2,000. So he's doing 3,200 damage per second. So you need to take that into consideration. You know, in 100 seconds, he's going to do 320,000, but 100 seconds is about 3.5 minutes, right? So 120, 180, yeah. So that is about 3.5 minutes. So you have to take that into consideration when you're doing attacks. So essentially, and you're going to see that happen on the last attack that I did. But, you know, to give you a hint, what you want to do is you want to land them, you want to put him in position, and then on the process that where he's walking, then you want to barrage. Essentially, what I was doing here is a no-no. You want to make sure that you have him on the field as quickly as possible, doing damage to the buildings or to the HQ as quickly as you can. Because here, I've wasted already 20 seconds trying to get into position and then, you know, destroying stuff. And then on top of that, it takes me about 10 more seconds to get into position. So that is 45, 50 seconds that I'm going to waste just trying to get him there and clearing stuff out. All that stuff, while that smoke was expiring, I could have destroyed this with GBE. I could have get him started walking towards a position. So take that into consideration whenever you're using him. You don't want to run out of time. You want to make sure that he's there doing damage as quickly as possible. Again, you're seeing me. I'm clearing out what's going to have range on me. Flamethrower. Boom cannon. That's all that's important. After that, only the mortars will have range on me. Only the mortars and the rocket launchers are the only ones that are going to have range on me. So that sniper tower, I did not need to kill it. All right, so that was something that I did not check ahead of time. And actually, if I parked there, also the sniper towers wouldn't have had range on me. So here we go. I'm just, now it's a minute and 41 seconds where I'm just letting him fire. We know he fires faster. There's no need for me to show you that. Now, it's important you let him go low because, the lower he is, the more damage he does. You don't want to keep him healthy. And that's not the right approach here. And I knew from the get-go that the rocket launchers and mortars were going to do slow damage. So I was letting that little health bar of him go all the way down as low as I could before I went ahead and regenerated using the energy drink. So it takes time, right? But it can be done. There we go. HQ goes down with just a few seconds to spare before the timer runs out. So that was stage number 6. And then finally, stage number 7. It's a little bit harder in terms of HP of the core and of the defenses, but it was a little bit easier because there wasn't a lot of stuff that could damage me. You can see the mortars did have range, but the cannons not. Machine guns, just a few of them. So as long as I could destroy this sniper tower right there, why can I not click? As long as I could destroy those two that you saw being destroyed there, then I would have been great. So again, consider sending GBE out before you land them. There I made a mistake. I actually lost GBE, but it ended up being good. I mean, as you can see, I messed up the flare or the smoke for a barrage. I always do that on my attacks for some reason. And here I messed up. I wanted to shock before I targeted. I targeted the shock launcher, or the other option would have been better actually, to park on the shock launcher blind spot. That way I wouldn't have to shock it. But even with those mistakes, I managed to get the HQ out and this stage out really, really easily. So again, that cannon is doing at me 1300 damage on every single shot. Not that big of a deal. The sniper towers are actually putting a little bit more damage because I'm not able to mitigate his damage. So every time they're hitting me, they're taking about 800 HP out every single hit. But you see, I'm not healing him right away. I'm letting him get hit because I know that he's going to fire faster. So I'm going to be able to clear out those defenses. There you see me activating battle orders, energy drink, to make sure that he is pumped up. And then after this, it's just 2 minutes of hitting the core, I guess. Only the mortars and the rocket launchers have range. I was a little bit concerned that I was not going to take him because of the 2 arrows that I make. I let that shock launcher hit me. I hit my own guy with the barrage instead of a smoke. Therefore, that caused me to have a lot less GBE. So I only had 1 energy drink to be able to do this after this. So I needed him to take damage as quickly as possible so that he would increase his fire rate. We're going to do twice X here because it is just him hitting that core, time after time after time after time. And you're gonna see that I'm gonna let his HP go all the way almost to zero. And then at that point, I'd activate the energy drain, let him get hit. Let's do it at 4x. There we go. So I actually did not activate the water order, so I was completely mistaken. But that was that, guys. That's how I took all 7 stages of Dr. T Tropical Island for Saturday, November 4th, using only Bullit. Not boosted. Obviously, I have a lot of damage statues, a lot of GBE statues, but it was still unboosted, guys. So I hope that you enjoy this. I hope that it inspires you to try it for yourself. It is really, really nice to do this in PvP basis too. So I strongly encourage you to try it out. And that's all I have for you today this morning. So I hope you liked it, and slowly checking out later.